Good evening, students. Okay, let's try this again. Good evening, students.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Thank you. How are you doing today?
I'm feeling okay.
Good job. What about the rest of you?
Tired, sir.
Never mind. This too shall pass. Oh, so there are only two students in the class? All right. I'm gonna ask that you not send me any message in the chat. I need to hear your voices. I don't know you, and this is how I'm gonna be able to use voice recognition to know I'm speaking to Naomi Hayden or Shanice Johnson or Shariki um, Bishart. I need to hear from you. I'm not going to be able to read and know who it is that I'm speaking to. Can we have that agreement, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right. So um, let me get going. I will be your lecturer for this semester. My name is Mark Shand. I am one of the math lecturers here at Excessicum College. Don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. They asked me to teach you guys applied math for this semester. It's a shortened semester, so therefore we need to get the work going. I'm scanning through the list and I'm seeing um, at least one student that I would have interacted with um, previously. So just allow me to give you some ground rules for the class, and then I'll pause and get from you your expectations of me, and then we'll get going. It's very important for me to lay out the ground rules of class at the onset so that we all will have it. Um, First things first, all my online sessions are recorded. I do have a YouTube channel. All my recordings are posted to the YouTube channel. Please don't send me a WhatsApp message asking me to send you the recording. You're going to find your way over to the YouTube channel and you are going to get your own recording. As soon as the recordings become available, I will upload those recordings to the YouTube channel. Yours is going to be the responsibility. If you don't attend my classes, don't make sense to go and do my exam because you are going to fail. So don't think of just listening to the recordings and you should be fine. There's no truth to that. Importantly, when I'm speaking, I expect my students to unmute and to have a conversation with me in class. As far as I know, I didn't get any notification from the office to say that I have a special needs child or student, one who cannot speak. If it is that I find myself not able to get through with the class, I have absolutely no apologies of reassigning this class to someone else, or I will just go silent. Respect due every time. I will first give you respect, but I expect to get back respect in return. Um, I'm not one who's going to be putting up with foolishness. I don't care how old you are. I don't care who you're related to. Respect is due. I also get very miserable when I give students work and they are very lazy and don't complete my work. You can't expect to pass a course if you don't put your 100% in it. Not 50 or 99. It has to be our 100%. The semester is short. They're only giving us 10 weeks, 40 hours to complete a 45-hour curriculum. So it means that some of the hours you will have to do self-directed. Classes are scheduled, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, are scheduled for Tuesday and Thursday. I think Tuesday 7 to 9 and on Thursday 5 to 7. Correcto?
I believe so, sir.
All right, well, thanks. And I expect you guys to be here and also to be here on time. I would expect you to come to the online class ready to write, to make your own notes. I am not obligated to provide notes for you. I know some students come to class sick. Sir, can you send me those, please? I'm not training robots. I'm training students to move into the hospitality industry to be able to perform and to perform very well. I find that this course, once it is that you do very well in this course, there's a similar course to it, um, food, labor cost control, or something of the sort. Um, this course entails or comprises of two sections, two main areas. One is what you'll know as a regular mathematics, the algebra, the statistics, the fractions and those stuff. And the other component is going to be the USGS method of conversion. I find that students don't like that section. I have taught this course many years before. I think the last time I taught the course was, oh Lord, could be about 2010. So it's been a while that I've not taught the course. But what I found when I was teaching the course, like every semester, prior to that for a couple of years, well, is that students don't want to read, don't want to learn their conversions. And when they're going to the kitchen, when they're going to the lab, they don't know how to convert. You are looking for a cup to measure um, a cup of oil or a cup of liquid, and you don't have a cup available, but you have tablespoons available. I find that students don't even know how many tablespoons make a cup. And these are scenarios that are going to be thrown at you, right? By the way, does anybody know how many tablespoons make a cup? Anybody? Somebody?
No, sir.
Okay, never mind. It's just a first class. By the end of today's class, you should know. So, so these are things that you have to be able to go into the lab, into the hotels, into the kitchen, in order to be able to just to be versatile with your conversions, So because scenarios will be placed, and you will need to know how to calculate. One good scenario is they will give you the ingredients for, say, 9 cookies, butter cookies. The following are the ingredients to make 9 butter cookies. But they're asking you now to make um 25 butter cookies. You will need to know how to upscale your ingredients. If they ask you to make 5 cookies, you need to know how to downscale your ingredients. You can't say to me, sir, they want 5. All I do is just be at 9, sir, and then eat 4 and give them the 5. No, because it means that you're going to be running your business and running your business into ruins. One of the other situations is if they say to you, you are to organize. And I mean, some of you here may be doing things like entertainment management, and you're required to set up, to do a refreshment, a wedding reception. And the bride and groom says, hey, I want my guests to get a welcome drink. One of the things that you will see, or it could be fruit punch, it could be wine, whatever it is. One of the things you will say to them is, what volume do you want to give them? And you say, oh, I'm going to give them an 8 ounce of either fruit punch or orange juice. The next question that you should ask is how many guests you're expecting, because you will now need to multiply the number of guests by the number of ounces that each guest should receive. And then you're going to know how many boxes to purchase. First, you need to, or bottles. First, you need to know the quantity that comes in a bottle or the box. And so these are information that you'll have to go out and get and come back and supply the bride and the groom with, because you don't want to say, all right, so I've given you a sum total of $500,000. And they say, wow, $500,000. I say, okay, never mind. Come on, we're getting run through it. Which of course would include your your payment, and your payment to run this wedding is going to be $150,000. So pretty much for them, something going to come up to $350,000. But because you did not do the calculations correctly, it means that you would have spent on their wedding $410,000. It means that you only have $90,000 for yourself. But remember, you have staff to pay. You can't go back to the bride and say, oh, I miscalculated and I know XYZ. No, because they will say to you that we asked you to calculate the stuff up front. We have an agreement. As a matter of fact, whenever you do things like these, what it is that these entertainment managers are now doing are binding themselves to a contract. So if the contract says XYZ and you use more than that, and that's your prerogative. So it is important for you to know how to do your calculations and your conversions so that you can calculate and calculate pretty well. One of the things that you also need to do is if when you're calculating and they say that you need to get 15 boxes or say 14 and a half boxes, of course you can't buy 14 and a half boxes, so you'll have to buy 15 boxes. And if it comes into a case of 8, of course, you know, you can burst the case and just take out one case of 8 and then one case of 7. No, you'll have to end up buying 2 cases, right? So you will end up with one extra box of fruit punch or orange juice or whatever the situation is. So there are some things that you'll also need to bear in mind if you're doing something like this. Is spillage. You know, when the workers are pouring the 8 ounce, it means that they may have a little bit of spillage. You don't want when the last set of guests to get their stuff, they're only getting 5 ounces and 3 ounces, right? So your calculation will have to be as precise as you can. And this course is so designed to make these calculations on point. Let me pause. Anybody understand anything I just said a while ago?
Yes, sir, I do. Sir.
And it makes sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So I saw the course I go run. So when I give you questions, when I give you scenarios, I expect you to use your hospitality mindset. So it is that we can do the calculations. I want you to be able to come to the class with um with some form of energy. Me not like a daddy class. Of course, I don't want a class where it is that you're going to shut and waste time. No, but we're going to come to class and as best as possible complete this curriculum so that we can write our exams and we can pass. One of the things that I don't like to see again is students doing pretty well in their coursework, passing their mid-semester, but when they're going to exam, they're getting 30%. I, quite frankly, I'm tired of seeing those 30% for the exam. So what I expect you to do is to be able to work hard at what it is that you're doing and to pass your exam. Your exam should be a standalone. Not talking about 50%. You need to start working and working for A's. All right. Too often I'm seeing students working and just getting the bare minimum 30%, but because they have a good coursework piece, them average off everything, I end up with a C minus. No, man. We need to see our way through getting B's now and A's. All right. There is an 85% class attendance. If you fall beneath that 85%, it means that you can be barred from doing the exam. I don't want to bar anybody from doing the exam, just come to class. If you're having a difficulty attending, you need, just like we have a difficulty attending work, by right, you're supposed to be sending a message or an email, a note, whatever it is, to your supervisor, manager, or boss. The same thing here. You're not coming to class, reach out to me. Let me know exactly what is happening. All right? I'm going to pause here for a minute and give you an opportunity to ask me any questions before we hit the road.
Sir, I have a question.
Go ahead, please.
Off topic, but do you know what's the cost of the course? Like
I
doing
wish
everything instead of
I wish I knew. You see anything about money, Michaela? I just said to you, go to Students Finance, touch base with Students Finance. You asked me for the cost of this course?
yes, sir.
No, honey bunches. I wish I could tell you. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't
Mm,
know. Yeah, man. So I think Students Finance may have a WhatsApp number. I don't know if anybody knows it, but you can reach out to them. Any other question?
No, sir. Good evening again.
Hi, Tracy. Who's this? Tracy or Shanice?
Tracy was speaking, sir.
Oh, okay. Maybe she is
I know
getting.
that you will be getting to it. Should I
I,
repeat or continue?
no, man, repeat, honey bunches. You never hear nothing you say first part. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm saying that I know you will be getting to it, but I'm a bit anxious. So I would like to ask, what amount of coursework is required from us, sir? Because math is not really my best friend, and I'm trying to make it my best friend.
Did you just say that math is not your best friend, Tracy? I think she's having some internet problems.
Okay,
Anybody else
because it is
hearing me?
important. So I would really like to
Okay.
know.
All right,
Yes.
Tracy. I don't know which bridge you're under. I don't know which bridge you're under, but you're in and out. Is anybody hearing Tracy fully or she's coming in and out?
She's in and out, sir.
Yeah. All right, Tracy. Are you hearing now, Tracy?
Yes, sir. I'm hearing you
All right.
clearly.
So you said that you don't like math is not your friend, your best friend?
Yes, it's my friend, but not really my best friend, you know?
Okay, because I was about to tell you that you are not my friend, but because you said that it is your friend, but not your best friend, I will forgive you. Tracy,
Okay.
I'm saying this to say to you that there's nothing that you need to be afraid of with the mathematics. I guarantee you there is nothing for you to be afraid of. Can you give me half a second, please? Don't move. Half a second.
No, sir is still muted.
All right. Sorry about that. Let me just tell you straight up. I That was a work call. I'm the team lead for math, and um I just had to deal with a quick issue just now. So I'm back with you. I'm seeing others joining just now. Um, I'm seeing other joining just now. For those of you who are now joining, um, welcome. This is Applied Math, and you are only required to do Applied Math if you are in the hospitality program. Students, another important, and I know this is your turn to speak, but there's something else that came to mind just now that I need to talk to you about. It's very important for your registration. We were asked for numbers from last week, and I had to remind the institution that summer school will only begin this week. So I'm going to be passing on these numbers to them, the names of students that are in class just now. But what is important is that you will go through the whole business of your student registration, and I am going to ask that you be duly registered, pay your school fees, because what we don't want them to say is that the class cannot continue because we don't have our minimum number of students. All right, so that's very important. Let me just repeat that. You need to go through with your registration, your course selection, the payments of your fees for you to be fully registered. I'm going to turn back over to you now to hear your comments, and I'm going to check online to see how many of you have so far have gone through the registration process here. So your turn again. Continue. Who else needs to speak?
Sir, so
Go ahead.
concerning the sign, I'm registering for class. We
Mhm,
are unable to do so for now. I don't know what is the problem, but we are
mhm.
unable to do so.
Oh, why though? You speak to Miss Bat McCall?
Yes, and she said that they were working on it. So I don't know what is the problem, but we're waiting patiently to see
Mhm.
if that issue is fixed so that we are able to go forward.
All right, so let me just see if I right, show unregistered students. Right, because nobody yet has selected a course. Okay, no problem. So I will applied math. HET 1A. All right, so I just checked on Arian and I'm not seeing anybody at all so far. Okay, all right, no problem. All right, so any other comments? What are your expectations of me for this semester? What you want, what you expecting of me as a lecturer? You know, I hear somebody say, Tracy was saying that, well, sir, I love the maths, but I'm not in love with it. I need to hear from you. What are your expectations of me? It is important for me to know so that I can try and meet those expectations. On the mark, get set, go. Hello? Why is it this? Is it 1, 2, or 3?
For me, sir, um, sir, I'm hearing you.
Hmm.
Sir,
Yeah, man, Nikela, I hear you.
okay. So, the only problem now
Mm-hmm.
I would like you to some of us know really fast and I know we have to work our own in some cases. But if like someone don't understand, I wanted to like break it down a little bit for them because my last teacher wasn't like that and she didn't even pay attention to the coursework. So that's only.
All right, no problem, my love. Um, if you are, if you are, well, I have not taught before. All right, so I'm a patient person, and it's not very good sometimes to talk about yourself because the proof is really in the eating. Um, I'm a patient person. I don't have any problem if you ask me questions and ask me repeated questions. I have no problem with that. I really get annoyed with students in the online space when students don't speak up in class. Because if you have your misconception and don't speak in class, you're holding on to those misconceptions and you're not giving me an opportunity to undo those misconceptions I have. Because I'm not going to know them because they keep them close to your heart. Um, so I want you to be able to speak to me. Let me get a glimpse of what it is that you're understanding, get a glimpse of what it is that you're not understanding, so that I can be better able to assist you. What does this mean? You have to come a class, and you have to come talk to me in a class. Sir, you did X, Y, Z. All this go, sir. All that go, sir. But if you sit down in a class and I say nothing to me, and I'm asking you these questions, and I am asking the questions, and I'm answering the same questions I'm asking, it now go work out. Not going to work out.
Same kind of slow, but when we get on.
And you don't say that you're slow because there's nothing slow about you, miss. No, man, don't put on yourself like that. You see, there's life and death in the product in the tongue, So when you tell yourself it's slow in a maths, you go slow. You're not slow. It may mean that you're missing something foundationally, and I think it's going to be my prerogative now
Well,
to help you.
sir, the only right Mr. So now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do maths from 9th grade.
Mm-hmm.
9th grade. Primary school there, we never have no teacher from 9th grade. So when it comes down to CXC, I did the CXC at another school, but I never
Mm-hmm.
attended classes because of the distance. So I'm gonna get a 3. But me I
Mm-hmm.
say, I'm gonna do maths from 9th grade. We try.
Mm-hmm. And that's a spirit. I love that. What you say is that you will try. And if you try, you must get it. I mean, I ask you, you must get it. But what is important is that you have to give me an opportunity to help you to understand. I find, and I don't know if the Lord, they kind of just say, okay, I'm not going to give you any more applied math. I find that my hospitality students don't like the math, and because you don't like the math, you frustrate yourself and you end up frustrating the teacher. As I told you before, I'm team leader for math, so all the math teachers that I would have sent down there, to tourism, that is, pretty much come back with the same conclusion. Students not putting in enough, and and I'm not saying this is only with the hospitality students within the institution, no, because I teach in other departments and I'm also having some issues with the other students. But I want to undo that curse this summer. We're undoing the curse this summer. If there are going to be 10 of you in the class, all 10 of you going to pass the course. But you have to make a commitment to yourself first and then to me after. One of the things that I want to do is, and I'm going to do it because this has to work out for this semester, is a shortened version of the course. And I'm going to have you guys having accountability partners, right? Excelsior, the CCCJ, they both have many papers to type the degrees on it. So I don't want it one person understanding. Them go hoard the information and say, me bright and you not bright. No, if we can help somebody, help them so it is that they too can pass the course. One of the beauty about helping others, you know that every time you help somebody, you understand the material even more. Trust me, if you don't believe me, try it. If you understand something and say your understanding is not even 100%, it may be about a 50%, but the mere fact that you're helping somebody, you can say, blow, whoa, what I saw. Then you move to 60% and you help little more until you fully understand the areas that you have studied. So I'm going to ask that you work. What I don't want to happen is if you're struggling, don't wait until it's revision time. You're going to me, oh, sir, I really not understanding. No, talk to me from before. This is a new relationship, and I want you guys to be fully honest with me. All right. Go ahead. Anybody else? There are some other things that we need to talk about, but I don't know one of them is going to come up, but before the class ends, so I know I will deal with that one. Anybody else?
No,
Talk to
sir.
me. Talk to me. No, talk to me. All right. Ashley,
Yes, sir.
talk to me.
In terms of how I am with the course,
Anything, expectation, how you are, what is it that you need to talk to me about?
I'm fine. I know the course is not it's not hard. I'm just doing a redo at the moment,
Okay.
so I kind of know what to expect already.
Okay. All right, no
Yeah.
problem. All right, good job. Thanks, hon. All right. Um, Jonathan, you minute?
Yes, sir. Good
Mm-hmm.
evening.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm just expecting you to go in depth really to ensure that we understand and not like really surface level. Also, on the other hand, the course sounds similar to like menu costing.
Yeah, it's not, it's more labor cost and control or whatever that course name. Um, if you understand this course, when you're doing menu costing, that course menu costing will come very easy. This really is more of a conversion, how it is that you can convert your stuff. You're cooking 1 pound of beef. Um, don't expect to get 1 pound of beef thereafter because beef is fatty, so you can lose a portion of the meat during fat. Beef also contain water. So when you cook it, you can get rid of the water. So 1 pound of beef may yield say 3/4 pounds of beef. So the raw beef at a pound, when it's cooked, may give you 3/4 pounds of a beef. So yeah, so menu costing will come into that because we know now if you have 10 guests and each guest supposed to get X amount of slices, which is X amount of ounces, say 5 ounces of the stuff. And you're supposed to cook 1 pound. You can't buy 1 pound of beef because if you need to know the edible portion and the stuff, which is what I'm going to teach you, that when you cook the meat, it's going to be reduced to 3/4 pound. So you will have to calculate to say, blow out, me lose half quarter pound just by the cooking, trimming and cooking and whatever else. It means that you will now calculate how much beef am I to purchase so that my edible portion comes out to be 1 pound. Because if you not do it, Jonathan, and then after that, you're going to give me crumbs in my plate, me no want it. Because when me looking at my neighbor them plate, me see them have 3 healthy slices. Me want 3 slices too. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yeah, man. So it is, you can say menu costing will come into that too, because I mean all the courses supposed to intertwine and interlink, and the course is not supposed to be in isolation to the other courses. I'm supposed to link up, and you can say, "Oh, me do that one here with us." Yes, mama, understand this, yeah, man. So yeah, it can be that. It can be that as well. All right, I take 2 more comments, and then I'm moving to I'm moving to the stuff. 2 more comments. Oh, by the way, Jonathan, you're the only youth in the class so far, so you can't make the person get the A's, and you only get a B plus here. So you have to be on
sir.
top of, you have to be
Another
on,
will get tired.
yeah, man, you have to be on top of things. Don't make them beat you up here. Cause I said, do all of them talk about how I don't like maths. I lie them, I tell. I true them the one you know say them good at the maths and them are going to make up beat him up here. So don't make them beat you up too much. All right, two more comments, please. Ashley, why am I looking at your name?
I'm not sure, sir.
It means that I want you to talk to me. Oh, before you do that, Shanice, if I love you one more time, very nice of you. Remember I said to you that there's something else that I need to talk to you, but I know it's gonna come up. Already I know I have responsible students in this class. Shanice went ahead and created the WhatsApp link for the math group. Excellent. That's exactly what I was going to talk about. So what I'm going to do in the description of that, when it is fully set up and everything in the description, I will put the YouTube channel in the description so that once you go on, you don't have to ask me, sir, what is the YouTube link? You can just click on the description. It takes you directly there. One of the things that I say to students is, subscribe. I'm not looking for any likes. I'm not monetizing it. Matter of fact, it's exclusively for the Excel Circum College students. All right. So I want you to subscribe so that as I'm teaching, I'm teaching 2 other courses, I think. But what I want to happen is whenever I put the upload a video, I want you to be able to get the notification so that you can view it. It's very important, students. I'm gonna ask you, this is day 1. I don't want anybody to fall prey to it. Day 1. For those of you who are going to work, I know many of you have in your earpods. Just listen to something now. Listen to the recording. Listen to the recording. Don't come to a class that you're not fully prepared for. I will never come to your class that I'm not 100% prepared for. I will never do that to you. All right? So I'm going to ask you, don't do it to me. Listen to the recordings and try as best as possible to keep up with what is happening. All right? Thanks, Miss Nikki, and thanks. No, Nikki, you don't talk yet. It's butting because I wanted to big up Shanice. Thanks again, Shant.
Welcome,
All right.
sir.
Yep, yeah, man. All right, go now, Nix. I'm not even seeing her again. She gone? I'm not seeing her. No, it's Ashley. Who was talking earlier? It's Ashley, it's you, don't.
No man, I spoke already, sir.
Oh, Jesus. Somebody was saying something, and you were talking, and then I stopped you and was talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Shanice.
ask
Oh,
me, you
okay. All
ask
right,
me.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. I need one more person to talk to me. Dericia,
Good night, sir.
what's up?
I'm all right. I do apologize for my background. I think mine is similar to what everybody has, spoken about. Uh, just I'm not a maths fan either. I can do a little thing, but it's not my best friend. But I'll ask questions if I don't, if I don't understand, and hoping that you can work with me as well for me to understand if I don't understand.
Okay.
And just for me to pass, sir, because I really just want to pass on
Hey,
that.
hey, 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 hey. If you just want to pass, you can get a C
No,
minus, and your
no,
bucket toe, you're going to get 1D. So me know when you come talk about you just want pass.
all right, not just want to pass, sir,
Okay.
but I want to, excel. I want to learn,
Nice.
and I can actually take the information or the knowledge and use it in my career.
Very nice. I thank you for that. All right. My final
Yes.
take on this, and then I'll move into a little, a little activity that I normally do when I'm teaching this course. Something came to mind just now when Doris was speaking, and it's not a lie, because I'm sure all of you in here can cook. Well, maybe Jonathan can cook, but I'm sure the rest of you in here supposed to can cook. You understand? And cooking is math. Sir, there is nothing about cooking and math. That's not true. Because everything that you do in the kitchen deals with ratio. how much of curry do I put per pound? You just sprinkle some curry there? No. So everything is going to be measured. But sir, when you go into these executive kitchens, the executive chef don't use any measuring something. Yeah, because him have the years of experience. You know, when I got town, I say 7 pound I am, and the vendor don't have no scale, but cut piece. And I say, but this not reach pound yet. And the vendor say, you want bet? And she said, no, man, I go wait. She said, all right, go next door, this go wait. And I'm going to say, Sandra, how much that weigh? Pound. Because the man, them know them weight. They know the weight. So I want you to, and I know some of you are excellent in the kitchen. I know some of you are very good bakers. I know pastry chef, if you want to call it. You know, I know you guys know your stuff. So I want you to not to create something that is disjointed. I want you to recognize that the math is fully related to what are integrated with the cooking. Fully, fully integrated. All right. So thanks for those of you who have participated in my little chit chat. For those of you who joined late, it's important that you unmute and speak to me. I want you to I want you to I want you to be able to learn and to enjoy what it is that we are doing in this course. When you leave this course, you're supposed to say it was good that I would have, or that I did such a course. And if at any point in time I'm teaching and you're not understanding, I want you to verbalize that. I want to say to me, sir, I am not following. All right, here goes. We have now started our journey. I'm going to ask you to put on your seatbelts, put on your blinkers. I know that this is an online class. It is my preferred. I have grown to love doing math online. I have my implements. I can write. The only thing that you'll miss from my online class is the person-to-person interaction, or let me not say person-to-person, because we are having the interaction here, the face-to-face interaction. That's the only thing that is going to be missing, right? So a little later on, when I'm ready to write, I'm going to plug in my tablet so it is that I can write and we can have conversations, right? We can have serious conversations. So I want to get some of the little teething pains out of the way. Quick story. Years ago, I was teaching down Camp Road, and try as I may with the students, I couldn't break them headspace. And I got so frustrated in the class. And I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. And I was so frustrated that I said to them, I'll be back. Sir, where are you going? Leave me alone. I will be back. And I walked downstairs and I went into the lab. And Miss Gillens was in a lab session. And she said, sir, how may I help you? I said, no, you can't help me. Go on the way you're doing. And I walked with her. And I walked with her. And she said, what is the problem? I said, them don't know how to convert. I can't manage and I am frustrated. And I said, tell me what it is that you need for them to do. And Miss Gillis and I had one little conversation. And I went back upstairs. And I was transformed. And I went and I taught my class. And the next time I came down to Camp Road to teach, Miss Gillis called me and said to me, yo, what did you do in class? I said, what you tell me to do? And go back to the class, go teach them. Say, oh, because at the first class, I come and I have to make up my eyes and tell them, oh, them not do the conversion, can them catch it. I say, Bogo, no, I'm not going to get it. This is what I'm talking about. The common food service measures and their abbreviations. You must know them. It's just like you do maths and don't know a timetable. All right? Just like you driving and don't know your left hand from your right hand. All right? So it's very important. So let's go. So when you speak about teaspoon, we have two conversions, common T or TSP. Has anybody seen common T before to represent teaspoon, or it is that you're seeing TSP?
Sir, TSP, may I always say.
Thanks, Naomi. TSP. Tablespoon. If teaspoon is little t, that means tablespoon has to be big T. Talk truth.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because tablespoon bigger than teaspoon, don't.
Yes, sir.
And then no, we're not going to say TSP because it's table, B sound. So it's going to be TBSP. So if you go and you get a question that says 1 TBSP, don't say, sir, what is this again? You know, say a tablespoon. And don't say, sir, but it's a teaspoon. No, teaspoon is just TSP. Lowercase TSP. SP is for the spoon. Little t for teaspoon. Table is TB. All right. Now, for cup, we are using capital C. We can also use common C. Capital C, or we can use common C. I know everybody knows pint. True or false?
True.
Yeah, man. Everybody's supposed to know pint. PT, capital P, common T. And everybody's supposed to know quart, QT, right? Gallon.
Yes, because it's on the rum box.
All right. Gallon now is GAL or capital G. GAL or capital G. Are we okay so far?
Yes, sir.
Anybody having a difficulty with what I've done so far? Okay, that sounds like everybody's following. And then now we talk about fluid ounce. Fluid ounce is FLOZ. FL for the fluid, and ounce is OZ. I'll soon talk to you about something else. No, I'm going to talk to you about it. No. When do I put my measurement in fluid ounces? When I'm talking about what?
Liquid.
Very
Liquid.
nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Excellent. Liquids. Ongle, when we're talking about liquids, we refer to fluid ounces. We don't want nobody to mention both fluid ounces when we talk about yam, and flour, and rice, and sugar. Them they are not fluid. Name me some fluids that when you can talk about with the fluid ounces.
Milk. Water.
Milk, water,
Oil.
oil,
Syrup.
syrup,
Lime juice. Vinegar.
lime juice, vinegar. Yeah, go on again, man. You're going good.
Vanilla.
Alcohol.
Hold on. Hold on. Let's try to find something going on there. Who said rum a while ago?
When I baker them.
No, it's not a baker. It's a rum head. It's not a baker said that. It's a rum head. It has to be a rum head that said rum. Me want to know who said rum a while ago. Tracy, are you?
No, sir. I said alcohol.
You're
Meaning
an
any
alcoholic.
form of alcoholic beverage that you're going to
Beverage.
use in baking.
Okay, good. No. Who said rum a while ago? I want to know, you know. Who said rum a while ago?
Sir, it sound like my friend. Eh? She know herself.
Oh, Shanice?
Yes, it sound like she.
You are a rumhead. All right? But yes, you're right, though, Shanice. Rum. Jesus. Shanice, why talk about rum like that?
Sir, you have to think about rum, sir, when the type of work from the sir.
Okay, all right. Okay, I forgive you then. Yeah, man. When I talking about like honey, is on honey talking about fluid ounces too?
No, sir, that is tablespoon or teaspoon.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So Naomi, so if I'm talking, so if I buy a bottle of honey and I want to know how much honey. You know, like when you buy a pound of rice, you know, it's a pound. If I
Sir,
want to
pint,
know
say is a pint of onion or a quart. I don't know.
a pint of honey or a quarter of honey, okay. Anybody have any honey buckler them yard now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, one look on it and tell me it's upon something.
Sir,
Okay.
but me say
So,
half
sir,
last and name somebody.
so
Sorry, somebody said they see half of what? Talk to me now.
Yeah,
Let
when
me hear
you buy onion, you say half floss or 1 floss.
Lord Jesus, you know, it's a pair rum in another class here. Flask? Flask at about rum, you know? You and Shanice's sister?
Sir, who that, sir?
You don't know who that? Michaela? Michaela, you that a while ago talk about half flask?
Yes, sir. So me never see rum in my life.
All right.
Sir,
Naomi,
it's
no, go ahead.
237 milliliters, sir.
237 milliliters.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
seeing anything else in brackets?
Sir, that's in the bracket. Otherwise, it says 370 grams.
370 grams. All right, well, no problem. Anybody else?
Sure. I think it is also measured in quart because you know sometimes depending on the bottle that you purchase, you know, you might have the quart bottle and what the other one name again? The quart, not the gallon, the quart and the pint.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I won't answer Naomi yet, you know, because I want you guys to look at it and tell me. I want you guys to look at it. So I won't answer Naomi yet. All right, no problem. So let's just continue. So I want the rest of you who have it to look at it and we can have conversations about it. All right, so quart, gallon, fluid ounce, pound. I was on TikTok the other day and somebody says, them don't understand. When we're talking about fluid ounces, you can see the FL for fluid. You know, see the Z yet, but you can at least see the O for ounce. Talk truth.
true.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
And gallon, you can see the G or the GAL. Quarts, you can see the Q. Pint, you can see the P. Cup, you can see the C. Tablespoon and teaspoon, you can see the lowercase t and the uppercase t. The man say, oh, on earth, pound, a LB. No L, no another word. And no B, no another word. And then I thought to myself, interesting, right? So, and then now those of you social media tetes will talk about your hashtag. By the way, that's what you call hashtag or number sign?
Both, sir.
Oh, same thing, right? So you know your hashtag or your number sign is another representation of pound, right? So pound is going to be LB. And we talk about each, EA. Anybody ever see each upon something when you go shop?
No, each.
Hmm.
Unless when you go
Yeah.
supermarket.
At my supermarket, when you buy more than one thing and it say $100 for each, then I see the
Right. So you see
three.
$100 and say EA beside the $100, don't?
Yes.
Yeah. So you must know the EA are each. And this is what it is that I'm doing with you know. I want you to be able to walk into a supermarket. You don't have to buy nothing. So sir now tell you go to supermarket if you go spend money. I want you to walk in and I want you to just look in the supermarket. Look for stuff that says gallon and see, look at the stuff and say, boy, oh, it's true, you know. It says GAL or capital G. Look to see on how they write the stuff if each is represented as only E or EA. Because when you do things like these, you actually can relate to it a little bit better. And in relating to it a little bit better, it is easier for you to write it and to explain it to others. All right. So that's what each is. Anybody ever said to taste it? Well, you guys are supposed to know about to taste because you are in the kitchen.
No, sir.
You never said that yet?
No, sir.
Okay.
So regarding the honey, sir, I saw another one that says 25 ounce, sir. OZ.
OZ.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Very nice.
Sir,
Mm-hmm.
sir, I have a bottle of bleach here and it marked net weight GAL.
Yeah, man. What is GAL?
Gal, yeah.
Gal. No, we're going to say gallon Naomi. We're not going to call her a gal. We're going to say gallon, right?
Yeah,
So,
that me say GAL.
yeah, man, but it's a shortening for gallon.
Oh,
Yeah, man. So see what I have it here, so? Gallon is a GAL. So the bleach will be in gallon because clearly you have a big bottle of bleach. All right. So if you had a quart, it would have said QT. If you had a pint, it would have said PT. So right there and then you say you have a gallon bottle, it means that you had bought a big bottle of bleach. All right. Now, when you're in the kitchen at the hotels, and one of the things that why I really like teaching this course is because I like going to hotels. I like going to hotels and I like to see how um just to interact with the kitchen staff, and I'm a lover of food, but I'm very mager. But I just like to see how these bakers, pastry chef and other chefs, how they do the stuff and the whole teaching and learning that comes behind it. But when you're in the kitchen though, um you're going to be tasting stuff, right? So if the master chef says put 2 tablespoons of honey in your baby fry, um you have to put your 2 tablespoons of honey as the honey glaze. So what you may do is have a squirt bottle. You fry your chicken, you dip it in your sauce, but he says you're going to put a drizzle of honey over it to taste. So he may leave an instruction that is going to be TT. And you know what is important? When you move from hotel to work, different hotels have different ways, different procedures. So you may be doing a um croissant for argument's sake. And they will say to you that if you're doing a croissant, you have to fold and fold and fold. And you fold it and you fold it big so it is that you can get a lot of airspace in it because the croissant is supposed to be very flaky. No, you go to another hotel and or a pastry shop and you're buying a croissant and the croissant is not as flaky as another place. Anybody know what I mean? Can I identify what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
man. Yeah, man. So you have different places to go. You may go to a pastry passion and you go to pastry passion and say, blow, but when I go to school, I know so them they teach me to make the stuff, but pastry passion comes with a different taste. And they will say to you, this is the procedure that we're doing. And then you leave pastry passion and go to Iberia Star. And you tell them and say, no, I was a pastry chef. And they say, okay, fine, let me try you out. And you do a nice little red velvet cake. And they say, she not bad. And them say, no, man, stay over there, sir. And them say, you know how to make a croissant? And I say, yeah, man, I know how to do the stuff. And they come and I say, no, our guests don't, no, this is not how we do it here. So you have to adjust to do, what it is that you're doing. Okay, so to taste is something that is going to be also very important. So those are some of the common food service measures and abbreviation that we're going to be using. And then now, by the way, are we okay so far? Anybody lost?
No, sir, but
No,
I just
sir.
believe that you had more common terms and abbreviation waiting for me.
Oh yeah, man, absolutely. We have many of them stored like this one here, volume and weight. No, hear me out. You see, anybody who have them pot on fire, turn it down low, or go turn it off. I don't want nobody to quint. I want to go through this one, oopsie daisy, so that you can understand what I'm going right here, so. Because remember, I spoke to you about if you want a cup of cooking oil, but you don't have a cup there, you are going to use 16 tablespoons. And I'm saying to you, students, sometimes you're in the kitchen cooking and you just can't find a cup. Matter of fact, let me ask a question. What, what I want you to tell me what it is that you call a cup. Describe a cup for me.
Miss, cup for liquid or cup for
Who you call miss? Hold on there. Who you call miss?
250 ml.
Say it again.
250 ml.
Oh, so you're saying that a cup is 250 mLs?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We're coming back to that one. But like I said, we're coming back to we're coming back to that one. But you're too craven. Mute something, Naomi. And start talking about dumpling. Um Hold on. All right. So where am I? Okay, find it back. Okay, right. And then 1 tablespoon is going to be equals to 3 teaspoons. Question. Anybody ever get medicine and they say that to take one teaspoon and you can't find a teaspoon, and how you estimate it?
A teaspoon is 5 ml, sir.
Try it
Very
on a
good.
normal spoon, sir.
It's a normal spoon. Very good. I like that response. It's a 5 ml. 5 ml is 5 milliliters. So you're going exactly where I want you to go. Very nice. You see, that's why you must talk to me in a class, because you're gonna use your
Sir, I don't have a problem with these conversions because I work in a pharmacy dispensary.
Oh, that's why you come show up for me. Okay, nice. I like it. I like it. Love it. Oh, so you see, you're moving right up into my line. You're moving right where I'm going. So and which is why Ashley says so. Is you talk about it, right, Ash?
That's correct.
All right. So that's exactly where I was going. Sometimes you get your medication, and when you get your medication, them say, a lot of people don't even know what a teaspoon is, and some people just don't know a teaspoon because everybody have big tablespoon of them yard, and them don't know how to estimate it. So most of the medications coming in now have your little container in it. So you make it a little cup that give a different measurement: 5 ml, 10 ml, 15 ml, and whatever different measurements on those little cups. So when it is that you're taking a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon really is 5 milliliters, 5 ml. But if you can't find that, and you can't find a teaspoon, if I were to estimate what a teaspoon from a tablespoon, what will I have to do? Listen to me. Don't answer yet. Think about it. Hear my scenario. I do not have a 5 milliliter measurement. I do not have a teaspoon. I only have a tablespoon. And them say I want 1 teaspoon out of it. What portion would I put into the tablespoon?
That's a general question, sir.
General question. How do I estimate a teaspoon from a tablespoon? That's all I'm asking. Yeah, go ahead, Ash, if you know it.
So, sir, you basically measure it by pouring it just below the edge of the tablespoon. So you don't want it like 2 inches below the edges, if that makes sense. You have to understand.
Okay.
So
All right.
basically in the middle of the tablespoon. So you're not fulling the spoon, sir.
Anybody else?
Sir, I don't know if it makes sense, but for me, I really like to judge stuff.
Mhm.
So I would really judge the spoon itself
Mhm.
and just take a leap.
And take a what?
A leap.
A leap.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How much of a leap you taking?
She means a leap of faith.
Definitely.
A leap of faith. That
Yeah.
can go shop. That can go shop, you know. Me want to tell me how much. Wanna just look on something and tell me no man. It's right
Right,
there,
sir.
though.
So 3 teaspoon make a tablespoon,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So the fact that we don't have anything to measure, as I said, I would just estimate this, just judge a spoon, sir, and say how far I could I bring it, or even use my finger and kind of measure it. Then I say, all right, this I can mark the spoon in a tree then. And
Okay, we're
all
getting
right,
warm up.
pour it.
Yeah, we're getting warm up. So mark the spoon in a tree, and then you do what, Tracy?
And then I pour whatever I go put in it and
Yeah,
see
but
if I reach
but
up to it, sir.
no, but Tracy, talk to me, no man. So you say you're gonna mark the tablespoon in a tree, don't?
Yes, sir.
So what portion are you going to approximate that to be a teaspoon?
Sir, I mark the tablespoon in a tree, sir. Try and eat,
Yeah.
make ensure my market in a 3 equal parts, sir. And then I just pour whatever
Okay,
I'm
okay.
pouring in.
Hold on, Tracy, hold on. So 3 equal parts. So one part of the 3 equal parts will be what?
Sir, why you feel like you want to stress me out tonight?
Talk to me now, man. But that will be. Anybody know? Anybody
Teaspoon.
catch it?
That will be you put it right on the little front there, so that will be 1 teaspoon.
It's only 1 teaspoon. All right. But
Come on, say a three and that. All right, sir. Sir, me tell you what mood I do.
eh.
But I just put it right on the little front there, so.
Naomi, hold
I
up.
say,
Naomi,
sir, tablespoon.
Naomi,
Yeah.
Naomi. Me want you stop. You see all Ashley. When Ashley go tell me say, put it on the edge. Me no know what me no want that. So
Inches apart, sir.
me
Inches
no
apart.
me no want that either. All right, let me tell you what is happening. So and this is where if you understand this, and I mean if this is the only thing I do in class today, I am fine. But I want it to be all right. You see somebody who is in hospitality, they are the doctors of hospitality. Nobody is supposed to come cook better than Uno because Uno get trained for it. Now, if I'm supposed to take 1 teaspoon of medication, but every time I'm taking it in excess, that's why you have prescriptions. It means now that my liver is going to be corroded and I'm going to have cirrhosis of the liver and I can die from that. I can develop complications because my system, my body is taking too much of medication than it's supposed to be taken, right? So you have to be precise with your medication. So that is from a medical point of view. From a cooking point of view, if for argument's sake, I'm going to put a 1 teaspoon of vanilla in, the truth of the matter is when I'm making my tea, my little chocolate tea, me love spice it up. I mean, I said chocolate tea, I talk about like Nesquik, right? I drop little cinnamon, I drop little spice, I drop little nutmeg, I put a little drop or two of vanilla in it, right? I don't use milk, but we put some creamer and that can't bad so. But if I put too much vanilla in it, it's going to have an awkward taste. You ever eat fried dumpling it and it burn him out? Anybody?
Yes, sir. Got too much baking soda going there.
Because too much baking soda going at something. Too much baking soda. So I don't want. So when I ask you these things, I want um almost a precise response or close to a precise response. When you tell me say put it on the edge or put it on the tip of the mouth of the spoon, that not help me. It's either we have too little or too much. So I hear one response that was very nice, and I like that response, right? but I don't want to prompt you. I'm going to give one other person an opportunity to talk to me about it. So I'm not telling you now, oh, that's one of the things about it in class with me. If I answer the question and then turn on and answer it not making teaching fun. Me I ask a question and I want to hear some of your response because I want to laugh. And it's me alone supposed to laugh off of anybody. There's no wrong answer. But I want to be able to enjoy class when class are going. Class, if when you enjoy class, it means when you write the exam, you enjoy writing the exam too because you understand what I want. All right? So tell me now. So I heard somebody say, you go estimate it, you go divide the spoon in three. So I'm going to start from there. So if I start from there and you divide the tablespoon in a three, I mean I use one portion of the three when I divide it in. How do we refer to that one portion out of three in mathematics?
Repeat it again, sir.
I'm saying, I heard just know that, sir, what I'll do is to divide the spoon into three. And then I just use one portion out of it. So I'm saying, okay, fine. If I have three things divided equally, quarter. Think about it.
1/3.
1/3.
Duh.
One
Duh. Duh.
1/3, sir.
So just tell me, stop going at the mulberry bush and say, I am going to divide it in three. Tell me, says a third of the something, sir. 1/3 of the tablespoon, and you'll be correct. Now, here what is how you're going to do to get the 1/3 of the tablespoon. You're going to add it. So you see what Ashley said about put it this and don't make it go back to the edge, and then you may say put it on the tip or something. That's what they're talking about. The estimation, they're eyeing it. So what it is that I wanted to get from my answer is it's going to be a third of the tablespoon. How do you estimate a third of the tablespoon? You're going to eye it. So say now fill the tablespoon to the brim, but you can look at it and say, you know what? Yeah, man, this look like we divide it in a three. This look like 1/3 of it. Does that make any sense? Anybody see where I'm going?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's what I meant when I said inches apart.
Me know, but that's what I want you for, I want you to learn the jargon now. That when we're talking about it, no, you can't say yeah. So just like when I ask you, 1 teaspoon, I could have said 5 milliliters. Yeah. Someone want to get it now for that. All right, good job. Now, 2 cups make a pint. 2 cups make a pint. Oh, I'm gonna come back to this 250. Somebody said 250 something. Why not they say? Remind me.
150 ml equal a cup.
250 ml equals a cup. Hmm.
A pint supposed to be 500 ml in a sir, but when I was going to school, according to them, 400 and something, but some. I don't know what is the thing of it, but I learned that a pint is round off to 500 ml.
It's not fully 500 ml. It's 400 and enough.
Yeah, that's what I learned. So it's 400 and enough, but
yeah,
they just round it up to 500.
Right. Like 470, 80, 90 something, but they just round it up to 500, right? And this is what they do for ease of conversion. For ease of conversion, so that they can talk about it for ease of conversion. So it's really going to be like about 475. All right.
Yes, sir. 473.117.
Okay, 473. All right, because what the first thing that sirs when I said to you is, and when we're doing this class, we know not having a little buckle of vinegar and a little buckle of cooking and a little buckle of ketchup. Yeah, somebody never tell me about ketchup and I talk about fluid ounces, but yeah. So when I talk about them something, I'm run into the kitchen and grab up something and look on it and see if what I talk about is right. Because just as how I learned, I am coming to the class to teach you. For the things that I would know, I also learn a lot from you. So this is not me just coming to the class to teach. This is me coming to the class to also learn from you. And we're going to disagree at some point in time, We are going to disagree at some point in time. And then after that, now we're going to have to learn to agree to disagree. So yes, Ash. So when them say 1 pint is equal to 500 milliliter, it's really not 500 milliliter. It almost get to 500 milliliter, but for ease of convenience, we just round it up, right? But really and truly, as Naomi says, 473 milliliters. All right, 473. All right, let's continue. So 1 cup is equal to what? 1 cup is equal to
16
So
tablespoons.
50 milliliter.
1 cup in terms of pint is equals to
Half
if I have
pint.
very good, it's going to be equals to half pint. It's the same question I'm asking you that I did with the tablespoon and teaspoon, but all I do now is using the cups this time. So yes, so if I have 1 cup, it means that it's half pint that I have. And for those of you who want to visualize what it is, you never go to market and go buy half pint of peas and see them use a little silver something and take out the peas and throw it out. Anybody?
Yes,
Somebody?
yes,
Mm-hmm. So
Yes, sir.
you can
Yes, sir.
guesstimate what a cup look like now. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Call me craven, but me can't drink my tea out of 1 cup because I too little bit of tea that. So when me drink my tea out, it's definitely not a cup. Cause mug me drink my tea out of.
Her mom is so nice because my pups, they're big. They're very big, them and deep.
Absolutely,
You
you
can
mean.
actually get full belly out of it.
And when they drink your tea, when they drink your tea, it must reach to a point so you can belch out the whole of the gas talk through.
That is right.
All right. That's
I'm
right.
still eat crackers with the tea to serve, or sometimes bread and butter, even though I still have a big cup or mug or jar
true.
with tea.
Talk truth. Yeah, man. You know, as you say that, you know that the serving size for crackers is 2 crackers per serving size.
Really, sir?
Yeah, man. And if you don't believe me, grab a pack of crackers and you find out. All
Okay,
right.
sir.
Yeah, man. So that is it. So when I teach you this stuff, don't expect that they're gonna come and say, okay, 2 cups is equal to that. No, they may ask you what is 1 cup in terms of pint. You're supposed to know, say, well, if 2 cups make a pint, that means 1 cup is going to be a half pint, right? So I'm teaching you one thing, but you should be able to do the conversions thereafter. Now, 4 quarts make a gallon. Everybody's supposed to know that. 4 quarts make a gallon. 4 quarts make a gallon. So if 4 quarts make a gallon, how many pints are in a gallon?
What's the question, sir?
How many pints are there in a gallon?
6. 6. Hold on.
8,
8.
sir, 8, you said.
Yes, sir, that would be it.
Anybody else? I hear Naomi and I hear
I kind
Jonathan.
of judge it in my head and me the one there for 8.
Yes, sir. 8, sir.
All right, very good. 8. Yes, Naomi. Yeah, man. You run out with it, Naomi and Jonathan. Yeah, but look at it now. So 1 quart is equal to 2 pints. 1 quart is equal to 2 pints. And I want 4 quarts. So it's 4 times 2. So it's going to be 8. So 8 pints are going to be in a gallon. Now remember, sometimes what you may have with you is the unit of measure may only be a pint. And you know, students, trust me, if you think of the mathematics in the real world, you can't go wrong. Summer is coming up, and time is very hot. You want to make some nice lemonade, and you have some gallon bottles like to say, you know what, here's the plan. And one time I mix this drink, you know, come in now, go mix. I mix a drink, and I go put it in the freezer, and as one bottle finish, I take out another bottle. But all you have as a dispenser is a 1 pint container or jug or jar. And you dip it in your big kitchen bucket and you take out 1 pint only 8 times if I put it on the gallon. Not 7 or 7.5, 8 times. So you need to know how to judge your stuff. Very important. Very, very important. Are you all following me though? Am I going too fast? Am I not making any sense? Am I making
No,
sense?
sir, making sense, sir. Doing
Making
just
sense.
fine.
Okay, good. Happy to know. Now, yeah, that's something I know, no? I mean, actually see. So I say 1 tablespoon is equal to 3 teaspoons. You know, so 1 tablespoon is the same thing as half fluid ounces. 1 tablespoon is the same thing as a half fluid ounce.
Yes, sir.
A half fluid ounce, yeah, man. And hear this. 1 cup is equal to 16 tablespoons. But 1 cup is also equal to 8 fluid ounces. 1 cup is equal to 16 tablespoons. But 1 cup is also equal to 8 fluid ounces. Hey, hey. Ay, ay, ay. Watch this now. Aye, so. How many fluid ounces are there in half a cup?
Half a cup, is it, sir?
4,
Is
sir.
it 4, sir?
Good job, 4. But proud of you, no? Very nice. Hear me out now. Aye, so. How many fluid ounces are there in 32 tablespoons?
Yes, sir. 32 tablespoons.
Yes, I.
16 and 16 and
That
32
is, sir,
and
that's
8.
there's a fluid ounce, sir, are in 32 tablespoons, sir.
Yeah.
Maybe 16.
Sir, 16, sir.
Duh. I like it.
Oh, Jesus.
I love it. Yeah. I so. How many pints are there in 8 fluid ounces?
Half pint, sir.
It will show off. Go about the business.
Fight, sir.
Message. Mr. Shani show off, you see? Sure. Very nice, Shan Shan. Love it. Very nice. Johnny, you understanding, Papa?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Understand.
man. Good. Wizard, you don't open your mouth and say nothing. I mean, I watch you. I watch you. You might now move none at all, miss. Talk to teacher. Let me hear your voice sound. She not even in a class to blow up. Angelina, you just joined the class, Angelina? I never see you before.
No, sir, I'm here all along.
You're here all along?
Yes,
No, hold on
sir.
there, man. Jordan, is you just joined the class, right? Jody?
Sir, I'm here. Sir, I'm there.
No, not that me ask you. Me ask if you just joined.
No, sir, I got kicked off and I joined back, but I've been in the class.
All right, somebody just joined because I had 11 students and now I have 12. Who just joined a while ago?
So I don't know if I'm me, but I've been here, but I did get kicked off, so I come back on.
Okay, maybe it's you because I always had 11 and then. All right, cool. All right, nice guys. I really like what it is that you're doing. One of the cautions that I'll ask you to do though is make sure that when you're doing the conversions in the online space, is that you're not using a computer, Mr. Google, or to put in the information when sir asks and then they get out the answer, because that is not going to help you. There is a method to my madness. It's all what I'm doing here is a method that I want you to to learn how to memorize this stuff. It's a method to it. And I want you to be able to try and put these conversions to memory. So that's why I look at this stuff, and that's why I'm trying to mix you up. But some of you are getting it, and I'm proud of you. But remember, when you're doing your final exam, it's going to be a face-to-face exam. You're not going to have access to a computer. All right? Okay, so let me just jump to 32 fluid ounces being equivalent to a quart. Being equivalent to a quart. So if I ask you, if I say to you that I made 96 fluid ounces of rum punch, how many quarts do I have? 96 fluid ounces, how many quarts do I have?
3, sir.
Good job. 3 quarts. I'll have 3 quarts.
Sir,
go ahead.
sorry for interrupt. So you can repeat the question, please, because we never hear.
No, I was saying if I had 96 fluid ounces, how many quarts would I have?
Oh.
It would be 3, because remember,
What the answer, sir?
3.
Oh,
Because
okay.
how many times can 32 go into 96? 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Because 32 fluid ounces is equals to a quart.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, man. And then now 128 fluid ounces is going to be equal to 1 gallon. All right. And Naomi tell you already, she have the big buckle of the bleach. But you can also have a gallon of tomato ketchup and a gallon of cooking oil and a gallon of vinegar and gallon of anything, water, whatever it is, right? So just remember, and what I want you to do is to be able to estimate. One of the things in life that I use is that half pint of, that silver little cup as I asked before. So if I'm looking at something in half pint, I'm visualizing what that is. And then if you say to you, send me a quarter gungo. No, me love gungo, When Christmas come, nobody not supposed to put no peas. Give me, you crazy? Me no want no red peas. It's a once it touch November, me stop eat red peas. A pure gungo me want. You understand? No, when I'm buying gungo, I don't buy it by the pint because me love gungo. So me say, yo, give me the quart. As of late, I'm buying it by the pound because me say you get more in the pound. So me say, no man, yo. Send me 10 pound of the gungo there. All right? So I want you to be able to use some stuff so it is that you can visualize what these measurements are. It makes life so much easier for you, and you should be fine. 33.8 fluid ounces will give me a liter. Can anybody visualize what a liter is? What can you use to visualize a liter of anything? Drink or
What would that be? The quart buckle, sir?
No, man, the quart bottle then give you a quart.
Give me a quart.
Yeah, man. So tell me what you can use for the liter. Give me an example of something that is a liter.
Sir, but that would be 1.5, sir. The last
long
cup of
water,
water, sir.
Pepsi buckle, yeah. This Pepsi buckle. Yeah,
Yeah,
liter.
it would be beyond the first part of the tag, sir, going down. Yeah.
All right, good. And I hear somebody say the 1 liter bottle of water. So everybody knows what a 1 liter bottle of water look like. Or guess what? Somebody also said the Pepsi, the 1 liter Pepsi. So if you can visualize that, you'll have an idea of what 1 liter is going to be looking like. Anybody have an idea what 2 liters look like?
Yes, sir. The big soda you get when you buy KFC is big.
Talk through. Miss
Yeah,
Shanice craving. She craving. But anyhow, she right. So 2 liters. So if I'm talking about a liter, one of the things that comes to my mind is a half a bottle of soda, the big bottle of soda. So very good, Shanice. So 2 liters is a 2 liter bottle of soda. One of the things that I can look at again, those Ceres box drink or the milk, the Surge and them something that were coming out of the carton box.
Yes, sir.
I think those are in liters, like a 1 liter something. So you can use that as well to estimate what a liter is. Now, 1 liter is the same thing as 1,000 milliliters. 1 liter is the same thing as 1,000 milliliters. So when I was going to school, I was addicted to Pepsi. Jesus, Father. And when I finished school and start work at Exed, Pepsi was my middle name. If you ask a student, you know Mr. Sean? Yeah, man, the teacher who always have a Pepsi bottle I walk up and down with. And I'm say, oh, him. Because they can't see me without a Pepsi bottle. Real talk. And what is the sad thing about it is that I used to go and buy the 2 liter bottle of soda. And if I'm studying, in a one night, the 2 liter bottle of soda done. That is 2,000 milliliters of soda I would have had. And life is so funny because I now sit down and drink of 2 liters of water like that.
Sir, I'm
So,
not drink 1 cup of water, sir.
right. But so these are some common volume conversions that we have here. And then now we're going to move into the weight conversion and then we'll end the class here. I won't go through the other one because the other tables that I have is going to be a combination of all of what I have here. But I just try to put them in a table so it is that you can see what a conversion table looks like. So the next 2 slides I have is the same information as I would have presented earlier. But next class, God's willing, we'll look at that. But for now, I want to just focus on this. I am going to be wrapping up by looking at my weight. And there's just 4 something I have. Every Jack man, him cousin, uncle, sister, brother, don't him puss on him dog. Supposed to know, say, 1 pound equals 16 ounces. Anybody who never get that? Everybody knows that 1 pound is 16 ounces, don't?
Yes, sir.
Sir, especially when we know flour and butter,
Yeah.
sugar.
Butter too? Butter?
Yes, sir.
So when you're making your recipe or something, say,
When we were making pie last semester, we had to weigh the butter in pound.
The
in
pound,
pound?
right? Yeah.
Not
Ounces, so sir,
ounces, I
mostly
mean.
ask for ounces, sir.
Ounces.
And because the butter come in sticks, sir, you have to convert it, sir.
Oh. So now you understand what it is that I'm saying, that these conversions here are very good for what it is that you do in the kitchen? Yeah? No? Lie me I tell?
No, sir, no lie.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yes, very important. Very important. I just kind of stutter a little because of course, I never studied hospitality. It's also maths I'm a study, but I'm just a little taken aback. Call it surprise even when you say that you measure the butter in pounds. I mean, pounds, ounces, same difference. To my mind, I think the recipe would have come 1 stick of butter, right? I mean, I don't know. I never thought of it in terms of, putting a pound of butter. If I'm doing a cake,
Now
I may put a
coming
stick.
at ounces. I have to measure
Oh,
it upon
the scale.
yeah, measure it
Oh, to
upon the
get it
scale.
in.
It in
Right,
there.
right. That makes sense though. That makes fully sense. And then now, so 1 ounce is going to be 28.35 grams. So, all right, Naomi, well, let me not assume, let me ask, because remember I tell you already, so I am here to learn. You see, a while ago, I kind of, stutter a little bit because to my mind, when I am baking, I'm going to either put a stick of butter or a half stick of butter. Me now we not in an ounce or in a pound. Is that a stick of butter or a half stick of butter or a quarter stick of butter? So me measure my stuff. My question to you though, so I am learning from you now. But I have a question. Your scale that you measure from, can you convert it from ounces to pounds to grams to kilograms?
The scale that we use are the normal scale, like where I go at the shop. That scale I use when I'm doing my baking.
Sir, that
You
scale also has ounces on it, sir. I think it has ounces on it, sir.
So let me ask you, Naomi, you talk about this. You talk about the scale with the metal something, the something with them hang up on one something. And you make that one.
South Camp Road.
That one them have on the Camp Road.
Yes, sir. And them have the next one, the gram one, the digital one.
Because to my mind, Naomi, big school like we meetings are digital scale we have. So you tell me say we have The pound scale where them is the market?
No, sir. She never hear it. We don't have the one where you hang up, sir. We have the whole heap of a chain, not that one.
You frighten me. No,
Some-
man, because you know, you frighten me, man. Come in like a corner, black a while ago and say, what kind
You
of
know the
foolishness
ones
that?
that they use in your kitchen, the regular kitchen scale with the
Yeah,
little
man.
metal thing on
With the
top.
metal. Okay, that I understand.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And the
Yeah, man.
digital one.
And the digital one. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Because me get frightened now while like a committee inside the same chain sitting where you drop down at the something. No, startery. We don't use them something in a big Excelsior kitchen. No deal. But very good. Yeah. So you now need to be able, when you're measuring the stuff, you should be able to measure it in grams. You should be measured in ounces, or can measure it in pounds. So if you know you want half pound, you know 1 pound is 16 ounces, it's going to be 8 ounces. You want 1 ounce, and it is in gram, 28.35 grams is going to be 1 ounce. So you should be able to move in between the stuff. So you don't have to just stick to ounces and pounds and grams, right? You can move right throughout. This is a common one. In 2 minutes, this is a common mistake that people make. And I'm going to give you an example. So when supermarket, about 2 weeks ago, if not last week, whichever time, and I wanted to buy some rice. But the rice that I use mainly 2 types, either the Grace or the Alberto. All right. But neither of the two was on the shelf. All the man them have on the shelf was this jasmine rice. Mark you, I've had jasmine rice, has a nice smell, has a nice taste, long grain, I like it. But when I look at the package now, and this is where Jonathan spoke about menu planning, and yeah, me not catch the rest of the name them yet. Some of them spoke about something. When I looked at it, oh Lord, I can't remember exactly what weight it was. So let me give an example. Oh yes, I remember now. The 4 kilogram was one price. The 4 kilogram was like about $2,000. And the 5 kilogram was 3,000 something dollars. And then I turned to my wife and I said to her, that don't make no sense. Because if 4 kilograms is 2,000 little bit, and 5 kilograms is 3,000 north. You tell me, so 1 kilogram of jasmine rice is 1,000 something dollar? I said, no, we're going to buy the 4 kilogram of that because it work out cheaper. Anybody see the gist? Anybody get where me I go?
Yes, sir.
And
Sir,
so, go ahead,
4
Naomi.
phone, you know that?
Yeah?
Don't it?
Say that again, mommy. I didn't hear you.
No, me ask her if the 4 kilogram not supposed to be 8 pound.
So it can be, it's more than 8 pounds. 8.84 pounds, because remember 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds.
Yeah, so
So
the
almost 9 pounds may I get.
pound something.
Yeah, almost 9 pounds of rice may I get. Almost 9 pounds. We just want like 1.16 more in order to get 9 pounds of rice. Right?
No.
So remember, 1 pound, so one kilogram is not 2 pounds. 1 kilogram is more than 2 pounds. It is 2.21 pounds.
Yeah.
So when I look at it, I said to myself, say, no, man, and that's how I do my calculation. So if I can bring it back to unit cost, and that's one of the things that you'll hear me talk about. When I'm teaching you the other mathematics, I'm going to be teaching you the unitary method. Because of one method me I teach you that can use in all the other stuff. So it's a unitary method that I'm teaching you. All right. And then now 1 gram, of course, is going to be equal to 1,000 milligram. When if you guys are cooking for the elderly or somebody who is sick or somebody who is diabetic, and the doctor said, well, no, you need protein, but you can't have more than 3 grams. You can't have more than 3 grams. So you will have a calculator and say, 3 grams. I am going to cook I may cook 3.5 grams, because if I cook 3.5 grams, I may lose 0.5 gram in fat or oil or water. Or you may just cook the chicken, and when you cook the chicken, you go cut off the breast part, and you can measure 3 grams. It's very important. So it's going to be 1,000 milligrams times 3 is going to be 3,000 milligrams, because that is going to go towards a person's diet. I'm stopping here. This is the end of my class. I want you to think about it, all that we have done. I also want you to think about how it is that I presented the lesson tonight. And we can have a conversation about that on Thursday, God's willing. It is important for me to get feedback so that I can know how to reach you guys. I want you guys to go and look over all that I did today in preparation for class on Thursday. Do we have a deal?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Anybody like the class or thinks that the class can go on?
Sir, I like the class. I only hope the other
Yes.
classes to come is like this.
Same
Because I
way.
know you set a foundation and forget what comfortable for second when it get rough.
Yeah, man. Same way, so man.
Mhm,
All right, so in the middle, in about quarter of the semester, about 2 weeks from now, we're gonna ask you to enter the same. So, all right, I must tell me now. You must tell me honestly now. Say, boy, sorry, the plan. You know, you start off with a bang, but take that go on. So but talk to me. I won't feel no way about it, because what I'm doing is for you. Anything that I do is to make sure that you are understanding fully. All right, big up on yourself. All the best. We'll talk. Remember to
Okay,
join the
sir.
WhatsApp
Good
group.
night, sir.
Remember to join the WhatsApp group, please. Yeah, man. Good night. Remember to join the WhatsApp group. Don't leave without joining the WhatsApp group. Please and thanks. All right. All the best.